Yeah.
Well, and I don't know if I told Carol, but on the one coffee talk, they were talking about making the Thinking About It group. So I did that, and I have 3 people in there right now, 2 of which I didn't even know were interested. So, you know, I think that is a really good thing to do.
Well, I just started recording this, so do you want to share that?
Oh.
Thinking about, just tell us what
Okay, so basically what I did, I set up a group, and if they're just thinking about the business, I tell them in there like what the monthly special is and some of the benefits of being a consultant. And then whenever they're ready to do that, you know, they can choose their monthly special. So like I say, right now there's 3 of them, and 2 that I didn't know wanted to. So hopefully it'll go from there.
Yeah. I hope so too.
Me too.
Yeah.
Now, what do you guys see right now? Because I'm not sure if I'm sharing 2 things. Can you see Mirabel's thing and then your little parts right small?
I can see all your faces, and then the goal sheet.
Okay, good. I can't see that, so I just wanted to make sure. So we were talking about, this is the goal sheet, and I'm going to say this for the benefit of anyone who might watch this recording. This goal sheet here with specific, measurable, actionable, relevant, and time-bound choices is what you all should be looking at and trying to figure out what your goals are for the next 3 months. I'm not asking for the whole year, but you want to set a goal and tell me where you're going to be in 30 days. Sounds like Mercedes, you want to have sign up under you. Where do you want to be in 60 days? You can put your sales goal down for each of those months.
Okay.
And where you want to be. And it's something to aim for. And it's really interesting. Bunny, I don't know if you remember, but at the conference, and maybe this was just what the directors had to do. One of my sessions, you had to write down 3 things that you wanted to accomplish in 2019 and put them in an envelope and seal it. And you were supposed to open it on January 1st. And I forgot to open it on January 1st, but I opened it today. One goal was to earn the Disney trip. Okay, I'm going to pull it out again because
Which you did.
Which I did.
That's awesome.
One goal was to be an advanced director, and I didn't accomplish that. That would be by Bunny being a director. And also paying off our mortgage, which Tom and I did in December, because every month what I'm doing is making extra payments on our mortgage with my Pampered Chef money. So I did those 2 things. I didn't do all of them, but I'm still hopeful for the advanced director thing. So, and it, you know, it doesn't have to be you, Bunny. I don't want to put pressure on it. It could be anybody.
No, that is my goal.
I know it is.
I would like to, I would like to make sure that I can meet that, like money-wise, and that, you know, you have people on your team that are going to work.
Right.
What's an advanced director? How is that different than an actual director?
Advanced director is just a director who has a director on her team with her own team. So what happens? So when you're a director, your requirement is, as a team, you have to have 5,000 in sales to be paid as a director. You don't have to, once you become a director, you don't have to have 5 people active every month, but to become a director, you need 1 month where all your sales hit 5,000 and you have 5 active people with at least 150 in sales. You, as the director, still have to have 750. That's a requirement. And all that, if that all lines up, then you're a director that month. Now, Bunny,
what she means.
No,
what she means is she has to make 750,
right?
Even though her team might make the $5,000.
Right. I am saying
director.
That. Right, and you also have to do that as a team leader.
Right.
Now, as an advanced director, you have a director team on your team. You would be your own team, but together our sales now have to be 10,000 because obviously if you're a director and you're paid as a director, you would have 5,000 each month and so do I. But when you promote to an advanced director, you have 3 months to where you don't have to have 5,000 or 10,000.
So like a probationary period.
Yeah, and if you don't do that, then you're not an advanced director.
So for the advanced though, Carol, you were cutting out. So
I
for
was?
yeah. So for the advanced, you would need to make the $5,000 and your director under you would in order to qualify.
I believe, yes,
That's what I thought.
10,000. So
Yeah.
we have a way to go on that.
Yeah.
But if it's the month that so you definitely have to have a big team to do that because
Right.
you and your team are often a large percentage of our sales. So if on that month I better have a lot of sales myself. So
Right.
we'll work through that. It's like everything has to be in the right or the right.
So I asked Bunny before the meeting started, because like we got that email about the products being discontinued.
Right.
So my question to her was, how do we present it to our customers? Do we just tell them, hey, these are being discontinued, or?
Yeah, I think what a good word, and I actually printed those to share. One of the directors divided them up into 4 different posts, which might make it easier because, and I'll share some of these with you. So for instance, there's this one.
See, I hadn't even seen the email. So I was on the phone blabbing.
It just came today. So,
Okay.
so can you see this one, these products?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So she divided it up there's like a PDF that you can download and you can put the whole thing on there. It's nice to say these products are retiring.
Okay.
It looks like they're totally discontinuing the whole contemporary classics line. Because they have the shallow baker and the small baker, and I thought I saw somewhere that there was, but okay. So
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised with some of those, aren't you?
yeah, I am. And then can you see this one?
I can see that one, yeah.
Okay, so this stuff is still going to be available. All the stuff on this page, it says individual items still available in sets. So in other words, they're not going to be selling the knife block individually anymore, which makes me mad. It does, because when they sold it all as a set, mad because they'd want to buy just the knife block.
Right.
But that's their thing. All these things are now going to be parts of sets. They're not. You can't just buy the rolling pin. I'm sure it's going to come with a little thing that.
Is that on the other one, Carol? What I can see is the Rock Crock Carrier. It starts there.
Oh, okay. So let me share this one. All right. Oh, it says my screen share, resume share. Okay. So I'm going to new share. I'll show you this. This is the next one.
Okay.
Let's see if I can. So can you see this? This is a bunch of things that will be discontinued individually. Can you see that one?
Yeah.
Okay. And then the third, the discontinued sets is another one. I'll do new share for that. These, they change every time, but there's a little important part of this one. Can you see the one with the discontinued sets now?
Mm-hmm.
All right, you see underneath, over to the right, it says restyled. They're restyling the Easy Read measuring cups, the hot and trivet, the microwave grip sets, the measure, mix, and pour, the silicone oven mitts, and the stoneware entertaining set.
Okay.
So we don't know. so people can still get that stuff. It's going to look different or something. We don't know.
Right.
And then the last, okay, I already showed you that one. Hold on.
Daddy's here alone.
She broke these all up. Then the last thing is this one. So these things are going away. It says going, almost gone. So look, they're getting rid of the meals, the meal starters. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Spoons, the bags, you know, the everyday
The
totes,
totes.
which I use all the time. I'm gonna buy some because
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised about those and the cleaning cloths.
yeah, I know. They're making room for other things. I don't know. It doesn't say restyled, so maybe there's something
Right.
in its place.
So like the blender, what it says, the kits, they're not getting rid of the blender and the quick cooker, right? It's just those kits.
No, it's just
The
those.
kits.
So every catalog has combinations of things that they put together, and they do it new each time. So it's kind of like you can still share it because people maybe want to get that thing with those things in it. So you can actually post that on your page and stuff. There's a PDF. And there's going to be something you can post, like a Facebook post, and you can paste that and say, these things are going to go away, and they are while supplies last. So that you do it now and put it on there, or, you know, call people that maybe bought some of those things.
So are they going in the outlet, Carol?
Eventually they might end up on the outlet, but they don't do it right away. They don't.
Okay.
Right now they're just available as a regular order.
Okay.
So eventually they may end up on the outlet if they don't sell them out. There's going to be some stuff that sells out. I don't know what.
If they're in my carts, will they be okay?
Yeah, if they're in your
Okay.
cart, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
Once they're in a cart, go away.
Okay.
Okay.
So, all right, so I'm going to stop sharing that and go back to our goal sheet here.
Would you leave stuff alone?
So if I'd like you guys to either download this, or, you know, to either, I'll actually post it on our team page and kind of write it out, and you can either email it to me or take a picture of it and send it to me. I don't really care. And that it even has a way to track it. So, you know, in the first 30 days, you can put down how many parts at the bottom. You can see how you've done. And the 4-month cycle is, they're suggested every 4 parties you try to recruit 1 person. So all that is a way to have a good, thriving business. So on our team needs to think about is, what do you want from your business? Do you want it to thrive, or do you want to just like struggle through? Having a big goal like you do, Mercedes, is a good way.
You need a goal.
Yeah, you need one.
You do, I think.
I think a good goal for you would be just to get your sales up so that you can become a director and stay a director.
Right.
Because if you're only, I mean, you had that all last year, Bunny.
Right.
Sales were exemplary. They were director level sales. So you just have to keep doing that.
Yep.
You can do it, Bunny. I have faith in you.
Oh, I have no doubt I can do it. It's just, you know, like Carol was saying, you need so many people on your team that's also
Yeah.
at least qualifying.
Well, and you know, I'm going to go over our individual performance. I want to mention to you that you have been a consultant for a little more than a year. What, a year and maybe 4 months?
It was August 2018.
Right. So your total sales right now are 21,522 total career sales. And Carla, who's been a consultant for 4 or 5 years, I don't even know, her sales are 24,000. There's a, that's not bad or good. It's just,
Right.
the point is, Carla always did her business for a different reason, not become a director, although I think she'd like to.
Well, yeah, but Carla works full-time too.
Right, and there's that too. Yes, she does.
You know, there's
No,
that.
and Carla wants to see the recording, so I know she's going to hear this. But I'm not going to tell anybody where their sales have to be, because, but you know, you all have the capability of having great sales, and you got to start somewhere, and you got to have a goal to get there. I am a person who goals.
Yes.
And I know you maybe heard this story, but when I first became a director, which was in 2015, at that time they would send you to New Director Academy, and it was in April, and I promoted to director on January 1st. The only way that you could go to that New Director Academy, which was like a whole week of training, and you stayed at a hotel and all this, the only way you could go to it is if you were paid as a director for the next 3 months. So the first month I wasn't, after I became a director. And then the second month, and I had a bunch of people, but nobody was really submitting sales. So I put out all the stops, and I did everything I could possibly do to get the sales. And in the month of March, when I needed, that was my third month, I had enough shows and sales. It would have been 7,000. But what I did was I only needed 5, so I submitted 5, and I held some over for the next month because they were at the end of the month anyway. But I realized at that point that I had a goal, and I did everything I could to make it. So I knew I could do it if I needed to. If I needed to have 5,000, I would have it. So once you do that once, so if you have a goal to own your own farm and all that stuff, you can do it. You can do it.
Now, the question is,
I think it's true to break it down
Yes, you got to break it down. You can't do
to
it.
more manageable, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we're gonna start off small.
That's why
No, I
this
mean,
is-
break it down so like if you want to be a director, break it down so first you're making, you know, your green every month, and
right.
then you're getting to 1250 every month, and you know, break it
Right.
down so it's easier.
Right,
Yeah.
and you're gonna make more money. But that's why we do it. If we can do it in 3 months. So if you want to have 5,000, are you talking about for the whole year, Mercedes? 5,000 in sales?
Yeah, yeah, or sooner. That'd be awesome.
Okay, so you got 3 months to set a goal. So you can divide, if you want it for 5,000 by June, divide that by 6. And that would be your goal, your personal sales goal for each of the first 3 months.
Okay.
Or you could take 5,000 and divide it by 3, and that would give you but that would be a little harder to do. So I would, you know, or break it down over the whole year.
Yeah.
5,000 divided by 12 is 400 in sales each month.
Well, that's doable.
Yes.
Yeah, 416.67. So, you know, what you might want to do is round that up to 500. I want to have 500 in sales for the next 3 months.
Yeah.
You're going to have, you know, it's just a way to start it. You don't have to make it huge, because if you say, I want to have 5,000 in sales, and you try to have that much right now, it might be overwhelming to you. So just break it down, like Bunny said, into something smaller.
I think
Yeah,
you
I
get
get
more
that.
discouraged if you have a huge goal right off the bat and you don't make it every month, then you're gonna get more discouraged.
Yeah.
Where if you break it down like Carol's saying, then you'll be like, when you make it, you'll be like, well, I can do that next month.
Yep.
Yeah.
And every goal that I have had in my business, I haven't always made, but I work really hard toward it. And once, if you have it and you put it in front of you, you can work hard. So, you know, obviously, if you put work into your business, it's gonna pay off. And everybody has their
Yeah, and
own.
it helps because
Oh, go ahead.
my fiance's super supportive too. So he's been helping, you know, because he works in a butcher shop and / restaurant. So he's put my business cards up there. So he hands them out to different customers. So hopefully, I'll I'll get outside orders on top of my parties. Is my goal.
Yeah, don't just hope, just make,
Right.
try. So I have a show right now. This lady, I believe the last time she had a show was 20 years ago. She just called me up and she said, I think I want to do a show. And it's going to be a cooking show and it's going to be on Thursday. But I told her, what I do for cooking shows is I send out invitations, and I told her I wanted at least 40 names. She gave me 67 names,
Oh, good.
Wow.
which was a lot to mail out.
Right.
Now, those people are not coming, most of them. Some of them lived out
Right.
of town. But she has been collecting orders for these people are all calling her and giving her orders. We'll probably have about 9 on Thursday night, which is good. But she already has 342 in sales, plus a couple more orders she hasn't given me. So even though, she was kind of giving me a little bit of grief about inviting all those people, and yeah, they're never going to all come, but they want,
The order.
they're ordering.
Yeah.
So, and when you guys make calls to people, it's to check, ask them questions. Would you like to know what our specials are for the next 3 months? Would you, the products you have, are they working? Do you need any recipes? If you, make it about them, not about helping you out, but about them.
What's on their wish list?
Yes. Do you have a wish list that you'd like to help? If you make calls, and the protocol is, if you can, and by making a call, I mean contact people, because in this day and age, contact isn't only phone call. Could be text, could be messaging. It could be meeting somebody on the street and just finding out if they want to know what the latest and greatest is from Pampered Chef.
Yeah.
But be excited when you talk to people. If you leave a message, or it's hard to sound excited when you're texting, but if you regularly make a list of who you want to contact and schedule calls, which I would mean contacts between people. If you do it every week, it's going to pay off. It might not pay off today, tomorrow. It might not be till February or March. But once you start more parties, whatever kind, catalog, Facebook, or cooking parties, it's going to snowball.
Yep.
As you're going to be in front of more people. So
Is the cooking show hard to do? Are you nervous when you do them?
I was when I first started. Bunny, were you nervous of yours? Didn't seem
No,
nervous.
I would say once you started doing it, no, and Carrie was such a sweet person.
Yeah.
I mean, she just made you feel like one of the family. So no. And I think now to do cooking shows, if I got them, that it'd be easy.
Yeah. If you're excited about the Pampered Chef products, people can pick up on that. That's what I tell all the new consultants who do cooking shows. Just be excited. You don't have to know everything. And no one expects that. And actually, I think sometimes people like it when you make mistakes. Because I've made some bad mistakes at cooking parties, like totally forgetting part of the recipe, not putting it in. But that's okay. They like that because you're human. So
Yeah.
So when you get ready to do that, we can do some training. I know we have a couple other consultants that want to do some cooking shows. We can even do it on Zoom if you're moving away. So,
Okay.
well, because I don't know if Bunny and I are going to come up to the Upper Peninsula to see her or not. We'll see.
I'm not coming to see you in the winter. I don't even like winter here.
Well, that's fine. I don't blame you. Because you'll definitely have to come see my gardens and stuff, Bunny.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because Bunny's got the gardens too. So,
But even the other day, I was doing the end of a party, and my webcam was giving me a problem, so I just thought, well, I put the phone on the tripod. So the whole time I was nervous because the phone likes to pop off the tripod. I have broke phones before doing that.
Ooh.
And so afterwards, the host, she's like, telling me, oh my goodness, you're like so brave to go, live and stuff. And I said, the whole time I was just watching that phone waiting for it to pop. But
Where'd you get your tripod from? I need one of those.
Walmart.
Oh, I'll have to go get one. That'd definitely help.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely want to have something to prop your phone. I actually had, when I first started doing live videos, I would just kind of set up like some boxes and set it on. And one time I had my phone on vibrate in case anyone called. My phone vibrates and falls down because
Yeah.
someone was calling me. So it kind of wrecked up my video, but no one cared. I just said, technical difficulties, sorry.
Right.
Sometimes
Yeah,
people don't mind.
Yeah, I try to do lives, but having 2 children is kind of hard. My son was trying to come in here, and Daddy caught him before he could come in here, and then
Right.
so
People do like the live videos.
yeah.
So,
And on your business page, I'll tell you something though that I've noticed. When you bake something or cook something and you take a picture of it,
Mhm.
those have gotten me more views than the videos.
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah. Like even last week I made cheesecake. I think there was 250 views. I don't get 250 people watching my video.
Oh, that's true.
That
Yeah.
cheesecake looks pretty awesome.
Good.
Oh, thanks.
Good. So do you guys both feel confident in what you're planning to do? I'd like to know what you've pretty much told me, Mercedes. Bunny, you and I can probably have a talk another time about your specific goals, or you can send me back the sheet.
Okay.
And I am going to send out another newsletter. I'll actually do it in January. But I wanted to do a little bit of recognition for our team. So every month, it will be in print on the Variki team victories. But we had 9 active people in December. And
9, Carol?
yes,
Okay.
which is pretty, by active, I mean 115 sales.
Right.
We had more than 9 that submitted sales. But we had a lot of people that were green by 15. So Mercedes, Linda Autry, Renee Nip, Leah Lucas, Alyssa Hilliker, Carla, and Pat DeBoer were all green by 15. Mercedes and Alyssa, both new consultants, both made their 500 in their first 30 days. Leah was the only one that of our consultants that earned a free-for-all level 1. Let's see.
Yeah, my December was bad.
Yep, I knew you were going to come up with something.
Oh, I did, yeah, for, the end of the month, but I mean, as far as the levels, no.
Yeah, so, and in order of sales, Leah was first with 1,145.70. Second in total, sales totals was Alyssa Hilliker, and she had 424.40. Mercedes, you were third on our team with 415 in sales. Woohoo! Right below you was Renee Nip. She had $400.70. And then Carla with 318. Bunny, even though you submitted on the last day, you were next with 264.90. And Pat DeBoer with 209.20. And Brandy Minarovic with 187. And finally, Linda Autry with 155.30. So she just made it. But everybody did a great job. We also had Vicki Michelle, who had 95 in sales, Jackie Eddington with 39, and Angela Knapp with 37. So even though they weren't green, they still had sales. So nice job, everybody who submitted. We did a great, we had some pretty significant sales for December. I'm trying to see what that was. Let me see. I have to look at another screen. Here we go.
I'm pretty pumped that I came in third. Get a
Yes,
bronze
you
medal.
should be. You're going to be third on my list, and it's nice to do that sometimes.
Yeah.
To be-
Yay!
so, yeah, so you aim for this month, be third again or second. Beat that bunny. You might, I don't know, you never know. So let's see, I just want to see what our total sales were for December as a team. Our total sales were $8,755. Last year they were $9,726, so we're down a little bit, but we did
And
great.
then a lot of people were saying that too for December.
Yeah.
I think it's just because it was just a messed up month.
Well, and you never know with this time of year either. I lucked out in that I had a couple people that December shows and went into November or went into
Right.
so that helped me. But anyway, so I'm going to tell you another statistic because I like to share this one, and this is called career sales. So on our Leah Lucas, and I don't know that you've met Leah yet. She was a matey for tonight. Leah is, for her career, she has $38,077 in career sales. Number 2 on our team is Carla Bartman with $24,772.44. Number 3 on our team is Bunny with $21,522.24.